Anyone else hear the people really loudly having a conversation outside my window? She doesn't want to do her homework. Let me shut my window. Hold on. I have to, now. This is where it heats up in this room. This is where I have no circulation and 2 giant 500-watt floodlights in my room. With all doors shut, all windows shut. I'm going to be baking and sweating, but that's no problem because few things say gaming like sweat. Especially at Gamescom. Let's go ahead and talk about something that happened this weekend. I went to the Return to Ravnica Prerelease for Magic the Gathering. Oh my god, it was very cool. For any of you who don't play Magic, don't worry. I'll speak in totally understandable gamer nerd tones, right? The idea behind this is a new release of cards for the unbelievably kick-ass game of Magic the Gathering. Rather than pick a particular color to play, there were 5 guilds. Ordinarily, it's red, blue, green, white, black. Words that you know. No, not this weekend. It was Rakdos, Golgari, Azorius, Izzet, and I don't remember the last one off the top of my head. Selesnya. And they give you this amazing box. You go up there, you sign up, they're like, what will we be playing? In the morning I played Golgari, but it was afternoon time. Let's go ahead and fast forward to that. Afternoon I was like, I'll be playing Rakdos. And they're like, alright, here's your set. And they give you this, I think I actually have it over here. Yeah, there it is. They give you this beautiful, look at this it's like a box of deluxe chocolates, this thing, and you open it up and oh my god, it's like that scene from Pulp Fiction. They don't actually show you what's in it, but you know it's important because a guy with a band-aided neck wants it. I was so excited. I was so thrilled. Now, the point of Magic the Gathering is that you play a fucking powerful wizard, alright? And it is your goal as a wizard to kill the other guy who is also a powerful wizard. So you're casting spells and summoning creatures and you're bashing each other with them. This is the way Rakdos works. When you cast a creature spell, you can choose to pump it up, make it bigger, stronger, better, faster, deal more damage, and be generally more baller. But if you choose to pump it up, it can't block. Now, you don't say pump it up because you're a powerful wizard. You say unleash. So you cast your Thug Splitter, whatever his name was, and you go, I want to unleash the Thug Splitter. I can't remember the names off the top of my head because it's live, so there's going to be names like Kraken Baseling and shit. So I cast my dude and I unleash my dude. Now the problem is I was playing against another guy who was also playing Rakdos. Do you already understand where this is going? So I'm like, alright, I play land, your turn. He's like, I play land, your turn. I play land, I can't do anything, your turn. I play land, cast a dude, unleash the dude! And I'm like, oh my god, he unleashed first. Oh shit. So then what happens? My turn, I cast thing, I unleash it. His turn, he casts thing, he unleashes it. So we can't block each other, so we're just doing this. Imagine a Protoss versus Protoss where you can only warp in at his base. That's what this was. So you know what happened? He got to unleash first in game 1, because he went first. So I lost immediately. Game 2, I lost. Or game 2, because I lost game 1, I got to play first. So then I won. Then we played game 3, and he got to go first, so he won. Fucking stupid! Ugh! And I was so enraged. Oh god, because every time when I thought I was catching momentum, he cast another guy. And you know what attacking is? You know how you attack in this game? You tap your creatures. That means turning it sideways. It's the way you take your cards and you turn them sideways. Do you realize how not manly this motion is? There's a lot of weird modern day things that look manly, like scratching a turntable. Oh, that's so cool. They're like, oh, I spit all over myself. It looks pretty sweet, not in Magic. It's time to attack. Makes no frickin' sense. And of course, when you tap, that means to attack. And I know in other circumstances, it means to have sex with someone. You tapped that. Not in Magic, because you're a powerful wizard. So, terrible experience then. got destroyed, and then just wandered around for 40 minutes with nothing to do. Nothing at all to do. Until my next round came up. So I'm like, alright, cool, I'm gonna slam this nerd, alright? I'm gonna destroy him and leave a carcass in the middle of a comic book shop that people are gonna be stepping over to get to their next round. Because he sits down and you know what he says? I haven't played this game in about 7 years, so if you could maybe help me with some of the rules, I'd really appreciate it. And I was like, no problem. I play Rakdos, so I'll have plenty of time to explain the rules. Attack! Unleash him, right? I'm feeling so boss mode. There's a thing called land in this game, and you use your land to cast spells. If you don't draw any land, you don't cast any fucking spells for the entire fucking game! Fuck! God, I hate not drawing land! So I'm on there, and I'm getting ready to play this guy, and I have two guys, just two dudes out there, and I'm attacking with him, and he blocks, he elects to block. He blocks it. And you know what happens when he blocks? He taps. He taps it. And I'm like, why are you tapping? And he's like, because I blocked. And I'm like, you don't have to block when you tap. Or you don't have to tap when you block. And he goes, no, you should have to tap when you block. And I'm like, no, you totally don't. And his eyes did this. And I could read his mind. And you know what his mind said at that point in time? It went, that's so overpowered. No, it doesn't tap when you... Like his head was exploding as he was like reconstructing his whole childhood in his head. How is that so fair? And he's asking me all these questions that hurt. So, okay, so tell me if this is okay. So I want to cast this spell, and this should kill everything you have, right? And I'm like, yeah, no, it killed. All my guys are dead. Right? Do I have enough land for that? You have plenty of land. It actually will only take half your land. That's fine. You can cast that spell all you want. I can't. I'm gonna do that then. Do it, come on, do it to me, do it. And you know, like, every game he only ever had one creature out, but it was enough to completely shut me down because I could only ever get 3 land, and it was always a centaur. He had like 50 centaurs in his deck. And right when I like kill his centaur, I'm like, yeah, I got your centaur. I cast another centaur. And he keeps just poking me down, like, my eye! Oh, I got stabbed in the eye with a centaur, I can't see anything! And he went off and laughed and looked at the joyful moment. Did I win? He was so happy, he wiped his tear off with his hoof. Jerk. Oh, so angry. So tilted. But not nearly as tilted as the third game. The third game I played, right? So I've lost twice. I'm down 2 games. We're going to play 4 rounds total. And I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm just going to wait till the next round. I'm going to play the next round. It's going to be fine, all right? It's going to be fine. I had to, like, go to my car. I was, like, so mad. I'm, like, sitting there. I was like, this dude didn't know the rules. And he got so happy when he beat me. Next round comes. I'm ready. I'm refocused. It's time to play some magic. Sean Plott. Is there a Sean Plott here? Right here. Representing Rakdos. Day 9 is in the house. You have a bye, which means 2 things. It means exactly 2 things. On one hand, I don't get to play. On the other hand, I'm dead last in the tournament, so there's no one to play me. I was on the tilt! Oh my god. Last game was really bad. It was really terrible. Because you know what happened to this man? You know what happened to the last guy? Let me explain what the last person did. The last person was uncontrollably happy every single time he did something that destroyed me. Every single time. He was like, and I'm gonna kill your guy. There was even moments when he was so happy he looked away. He was like, Let me explain to you the last one. Let me explain to you the last one that happened in this game. This is what happened. I'm feeling good. I cast my mega dude. Doesn't matter what he is, he's a mega dude. He casts a spell on it called Stab Wound that turns my mega dude into a barely alive dude, and it deals 2 damage to me at the start of each turn. And you know what happens? Nothing for 10 turns and I died. That was the whole game. I just sat there dying. That was the entire thing. I died, right? Just the mega dude came out, got stabbed, and then bled for 10 turns as I drew nothing but fucking spells that require green mana, and all I had was mountains. I had like 9 mountains and a bleeding dude, and he sat there and he took so long on his turns. You know what my turn was? Draw. Your turn. That was my turn, 10 turns in a row until last turn, where I drew and looked for a long time because I knew the next thing that came out of my mouth had to sound not mad, because he's a person, and he's a happy person. He's a nice guy. So he was like, okay, it's your turn, and I could feel his heart pounding. I could see his pulse, like boom, boom, like right there in the neck. I don't know if you know this, but you can look right there in the neck, and if someone doesn't have a giant beard or terminal acne there, you can see the pulse. Are you doing anything? Okay, so I won, right? Great game, man. Great game. Shook his hand. Wanted to cry. Cried. My only win was a bye. And then Tristan won the whole draft. Vicarious living. Let's go ahead and hop into this wonderful game that we know and love called StarCraft 2.